Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Golf Gossip. I'm one of your hosts, Shan.
And I'm Jamie Catola.
And we're the real wives of golf professionals, here to talk about the news and views and gossip about golf this week. How are you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing well.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. We did a whole yard renovation at my house.
All right, nothing like golf pros working in the yard. That's hardly ever done.
No, we hired people to do it. Don't be fooled. Yes. No, he did work a little bit previously, but we did hire a crew to come in, and we had about 34 trees to remove, and it was a process.
Well, I'll tell you, the big joke in our house is how no matter what neighborhood you go into, you can spot the golf pro in Myrtle Beach because they're just the worst looking yard.
Oh, God, I hope not. We went to dinner the other night, and a lot of our neighbors were at dinner, and they all kept coming up saying how good it looks so far.
Good.
So,
well, it's new.
Yeah, we'll see. So we'll see if we can keep it up, right?
I know. Frank just keeps telling me, he's like, I don't want to work in the yard when I come home from the golf course.
I know. Dale feels the same way.
But yet the maintenance guys have impeccable yards, so they work on their yard. I don't see the difference.
It's one, it is one of those things where, my dad did landscaping contracting for 30 years, and our yard was like the nicest in town. Mm-hmm. So I think it's like a prideful thing. Like, right. That's what you do for a living. So if it doesn't look good,
right.
I can explain the reason the golf pros' yards are that way.
Okay.
Because you don't have superintendents at home.
That's right. I mean, I have an indoor hitting bay in my garage. That's about as nice as it is. And my husband wants to put a putting green in the backyard, but I'm like, who's going to maintain it?
Well, we live on the golf course. I wonder how much extra I'd have to pay for them to cruise down into our yard and back up as they're doing their stuff.
I know. Well, actually, because I live on the golf course too, and there's an open lot next to my house, and maintenance goes through there 20 times a day. I could be like, while you're going through that open lot to cut from number 5 to number 7, do you think you could do my yard too?
So, I don't know. We'll see.
But, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. A little soccer, a little golf.
Soccer.
We do the same thing pretty much every weekend.
Every weekend, soccer and golf.
Soccer and golf. But hey, we had some interesting, we had a write-in, and someone made a suggestion for us to cover something on our show. So I thought that was really cool.
We did?
Yeah, I forwarded it to you.
Oh, yes, yeah. I got it. I did.
It's the blonde in us. We do that sometimes. But someone wrote in, and they said, hey, something for you to talk about on your show. And I have to tell you, it's pretty bad. The title was the worst golf outing prize of all time. So while this has nothing to do with the PGA, it does have to do with golf, and
it does.
It's definitely worth gossiping about, because I'm sorry, if I went and played in a golf tournament, actually it says, see if you can top this. It says, in my previous job at an advertising agency, I played in an outing hosted by one of our clients who was a food company. On one of the par 3s, I hit a perfect 6-iron and won the closest to the pin prize. But my colleagues could barely contain their laughter when they showed me what I'd won. A year's supply of lima beans.
Yes, from Glory. And I think there's also a NASCAR T-shirt in there, too. So they got a NASCAR T-shirt and a life supply of lima beans.
Now, the T-shirt was actually not too bad. Number 34. I don't know who drives the Glory car. Maybe
I don't
one
either.
Of our racing
34
fans.
And 38. If you behind the glass, do you know?
Not right off.
Okay.
So then it goes on to say, now if you've ever eaten these things, this was effectively a lifetime supply.
Succotash.
But now here, so some other people chimed in. I guess they were talking about this before they sent it to us. And Jamie, name off a couple other things people have won in golf tournaments.
Some of them are a wheelbarrow. Which I could use clearly.
Clearly. For your yard work.
For my yard work. A discount on a colonoscopy.
Jeff just lost it.
Men, go get checked. That's all I got to say.
I have to
well, women should get checked too, but
I'm going to add in my own here, because I do know I was asked to cover a golf tournament one time, charity golf tournament, and there was a doctor there giving away breast implants, so I don't know if that's the same thing.
So what's wrong with that?
Well, it's medical procedures, but a colonoscopy? Wow. Okay.
The other one was a toilet seat. If it was just the seat, they cost $13. If it was the whole bowl, that's expensive. I'd take a brand new whole bowl, right?
Well, no, we have to get the ones,
Maybe a Tito or something like that. But.
Well, I like the ones that don't just flop down and bang.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah. But those are $29.
You and I, the men in your life, all you hear is bang, bang, bang.
Well, the Tito has the
What's a Tito?
It's a brand. It's a Japanese brand
It's
of
vodka.
toilet. And
That's the only Tito I like, and I don't like Tito Jackson
it's
either.
got the shock absorber on the lid. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got a built-in fan inside.
Oh my god!
Fan?
Yeah.
Stop it.
And the really high-class ones have a weed eater attachment.
That's just wrong.
That's just what you took it one step. This
Yeah.
is our show
Yeah.
behind the glass.
You're out.
Okay, a couple of the prices were a carbon monoxide
Detector.
old yellowing and mismatched golf balls,
Golf balls away at a golf tournament.
I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
a garden hose, and a 50-pound bag of manure.
Which clearly you might also be able to use in your yard. I don't know.
Now, I thought about this. I could use it, right? I mean, the hose, I already have mismatched golf balls in my yard. When we uncovered the front yard, there was at least 20 golf balls sitting in there. We
Unreal.
couldn't believe it. We were shocked. However, I got to thinking what was some prizes I had won.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, that was kind of crappy.
Uh-huh.
I remember getting this blue stadium blanket that rolled up and you could carry it. And I thought, well, this is really kind of cool.
Yeah, helpful.
Until I unraveled it and I realized it wasn't even like a full person size stadium blanket.
Oh, it was like butt size or just tiny?
I don't even know what it was like a strip of cloth. And I was like, well, this ain't going to keep you warm. So I was that, and I got some really dinky trophy ones. It was really bad trophy. And I was like, okay, these are definitely the worst things I've ever received.
But here's the thing, like through Boy Scouts and other charity organizations, I've had to go ask for prizes.
Yes.
And
I get asked every day almost.
Yes, but yours are good. Yeah, shout out to Nick Cigar World. Go to nickcigarworld.com, put in the code word golf, get your discount. But cigars are one thing. I mean, that's cool. Now, if you are a particular cigar smoker, like I know if you're into it, you have like your brand you like, then
Right.
you might not like getting a different brand. But if you're just a regular like golfer who just likes to smoke a cigar, you'll try different things. So
Yeah.
that's a cool gift. But when I'm just thinking to myself what the reaction is when I go into a establishment and they're like, yeah, we'll give you a gift for your golf tournament. Here's a 50-pound bag of manure. Like, what do you say? You don't say no.
No,
I mean-
you don't. But then you're like, well, we got it. We might as well put it out. I mean, I used to do a charity. I mean, in my former life, I did golf charity
Yeah.
tournaments for years, and I mean, every now and then you get that item, and you're like, what are we gonna do with this?
Yeah.
Like, thanks for giving it to us, but you missed the mark.
Yes.
And you put it out there, and nobody bids on it, and no one really wants it, and you're like, shocker, we're stuck with this for the next 5 years.
Yes.
So, and I have a friend in West Palm Beach, KJB Marketing, and she does prizes like this for companies that want to do, and right now the big hot item is like flash drives.
like the little
Yeah.
USB things.
But I have like 50 of them. I mean, how many more do I need?
Bring some in here. We go through them like
Really?
hotcakes. Yeah.
I will, because I find them all over my house, and I'm like, oh, another flash drive. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I don't know. The best, always the best, are gift cards, clothing,
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
gift cards, clothing.
And you know what? If it's a real toilet, not a toilet seat.
And if it's a real toilet,
I'll take
yeah.
it. Go ahead, bring it
Get
to
the
my
real
house.
toilet.
I'm doing renovations all the time.
All right, so let's think. What's the best thing you ever got?
Oh, well, I mean, oh gosh. Probably like a full suite of clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Maui Gym's still my favorite.
Maui Jim's
Yep.
probably. Yep. I
my
mean,
favorite.
it's not so bad when you go to a golf tournament and like you go through and you get like gloves and balls and Maui
Mm-hmm.
Jim's and shoes and outerwear and hats, and
Yeah, that was a big tournament.
it's a little pat on my back. Thanks.
You did that. That one wasn't cheap though.
No,
I
it
remember
wasn't.
that. And you pulled your hair out by the end of it. So.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if anyone will do this, but why not? We'll put it out there. If you have a nomination for the worst gift on from a golf tournament you've ever heard of
Or received.
or received, let us know. You can get me at Shan, SHAN, at thegolfdirector.com. And, send it in, and we'll see if we get anybody that says it. And I'll put it in the write-up so they know how to get to us. But, yeah, we'd like to hear. That was funny. And if you have a segment you'd like us to do,
Go ahead and write us in too.
Yeah.
Thanks to Rich Storza for listening and for offering that segment to
yes,
us.
Rich Storza from Surfside Beach. All right. So, what should we go to next?
Well, I'm going to go to my boy Rory because I mean everybody
love him.
knows I love Rory. Move over, Tiger Woods.
Yes, a new man in the EA Sports arena.
Yes, Rory is now going to be the spokesperson for EA Sports, the
And on
video
the cover.
games,
Yes.
and on the cover.
For the golf ones, right? Just the
Yeah,
golf ones,
Tiger's been on it for 17 years, and everybody knows he has his games.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's going to be a new one, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour.
Yes. I think it'll go.
What is that set? I mean,
Well, Tiger's out. We know
and it's
that.
Nike too, which is so crazy.
That
I
is
mean, what is
crazy.
up with EA Sports and Nike?
I don't know. I mean, they obviously it worked for them for a long time.
I guess so.
I will tell you though, I just sold a bunch of video games on eBay,
Yeah.
and the Tiger Woods one fetched the lowest price. Madden, on the other
Well.
hand, was huge.
Madden's a bit of a classic too, though.
But Tiger Woods golf game was too, but no,
no,
not good.
I mean, Rory's a 4-time major champion now,
Yes.
so I think it warrants it. I think he's the new up and coming. Kids are.
Yeah,
There's a
looking
new
to him.
shift in the
Yeah.
golf with the Ricky and the Jordan and Rory, and so now the younger kids are starting to.
Well, here's the big difference. I refused to buy the Tiger Woods golf game for my kids or my husband after the whole debacle way back when. I know some
Right.
people think that's a little strong, but hey, I can. It's my choice. And so now I will go buy the golf game with Rory on it.
Let me know how it is, because I used to have a Tiger Woods and I
fun.
love playing it,
Yeah.
and now I want to see how the Rory game is, how different it is.
Maybe we bring back the what would Sam do? We'll ask Sam, how did he do?
We could do that.
Yeah. I'll ask Sam what he thinks because I don't play them, so I wouldn't know. But
If he thinks there's a big difference.
I will tell you this, though. When I walk by and see the kids playing the video games now, I can't tell. I don't know if they're watching TV or playing video games. They're so realistic.
And with the HD and all that, it totally comes in, and you're just like, what? Are you watching a war movie?
I know,
No,
but
that's
good-
you playing.
But good for Rory because, I'm glad, one, they got somebody different, but two, good for him. Is that the picture you're showing?
It is, and you can go check out EA Sports Golf on Twitter. It's at EA Sports Golf, and you will be able to see the new cover with Rory, and it looks pretty strong. So they're pretty excited. New name, new cover, new generation golf, or next generation golf is
generation
what they're
golf.
calling it. So
I like it.
I do
And
too.
So Rory with his new girlfriend we talked about last week.
Couldn't find any more information on them, so we're still in a holding pattern.
Holding pattern on Rory and the girl. And you know what? I forgot to look up where he finished this week.
Let me see if I have it right here.
Because I know we talked last week while
He
you were
was
looking it up.
doing very well, and
Yep.
then
And then we said it was the girlfriend dilemma.
please do not start cursing him on
Yes.
that.
No.
He finished.
Yeah, because we got to do our update.
I know
Between our-
we do.
Jamie finally remembers her iPad this week. I'm very
did.
excited about that.
I think he finished tied for 11.
That's not bad.
Not bad. 11th under. So
New winner this week. A new name we haven't spoke of yet this year, but I know it's his second win.
Matt Every.
Yep. Right, Jeff? Second time. Yep. We're getting what's the word I'm looking for?
Slack.
No, we actually got caught a lot of flack because we were like, Matt Every, we've heard that name, and Jeff's like, how can you not know Matt Every? And then I
The
looked him up,
guy's
and then
totally yeah.
I'm like, okay, well now I do, but it's not a household name.
It is not. So we would just like to say that and stand by what we said earlier when the men in the studio decided they didn't care for what we had to say.
Reprimanded us. That's
they
what I
did.
was
How dare you not know who he is right off the
Well, I was
bat?
just looking out for you guys and credibility for your show.
We have plenty of credibility. Thank you. We are the wives of real golf professionals.
And they do not talk about Mr. Every.
No, my husband is never. His name
so
is
both
never.
of you go home and ask your husband. If
I
they know Matt
will.
Every.
I
well,
will.
and they will know him because we've even picked him on our fantasy team, so I know that they know him. It's just not as common as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
So, speaking of pro, you may not know, or pro we didn't know. We have a new one this week. His name is Spencer Levin, or Levine. I'm not
Levine.
sure.
I think it's Levine. I know people with that last name, and it's Levine.
It's Levin.
Yeah.
He does not post his Twitter handle on his PGA Tour profile. So if he has Twitter, then we'll have to look that up. But he is 5'10", 155 pounds. Went to the University of New Mexico and turned pro in 2005. Born in Sacramento, California. pretty. He might be up for our man crush one time. He's kind of cute. And excuse me, looking at his standings this year, he's played in 13 events. He's made 1 top 10, 3 top 25s, only missed 4 cuts.
How much money's made?
$422,000 this year, and it's only March.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to know him.
Yeah.
So we need to follow him. He needs to put his Twitter handle on, though. People tweet.
I'll see if I
Spencer.
can find it. I'm pretty good at that. Maybe he just forgot to put it in, but the PGA is pretty good about listing everybody's.
But here's the deal. Last year, he played in 20 events, missed 11 cuts, so someone has been working on his game. Only made $277,000 last year, but, I keep going back to, I realize these guys are competitive.
Yeah.
But, if I'm making $277,000 in a year, I'm okay. But something must have happened, an injury or something, because before that, in 2010, he made $1.1 million. 2011, $2.3. 2012, $1.2.
Wow.
And then last year, $277,000. So something has gone on with him. We need
Could
to
have
check
had
that
an
out.
injury. Yep, you're right. Could have taken some time off, an injury, because that just doesn't make any
Excuse me.
sense.
So it looks like he's on the mend and coming back this year pretty strong, because if he continues on, he's on track to make over $1 million this year again. So
Did they have his facts on there? What he likes to do,
let's
and
see.
his little.
Under his little Moore sheet.
Yeah.
His father, Dom, was a 2-time All-American golfer at San Jose State and played on the PGA Tour in the early 80s.
Uh-huh.
His best finish was a tie for 6th at the 81 Texas Open. But his middle name of Joseph is given after Joe Montana, the San Francisco 49ers Hall of Famer. And that's about it. He won a sectional baseball title at Elk Grove High School and pitched in 3 California State Championship All-Star baseball games.
Ah, he's a baseball player, too.
Big baseball player. And, it doesn't give his favorite stuff here. Ooh, little tickle in my throat, sorry. He's won one Canadian victory, 2008 Spring International. So he played on the Canadian Tour for a while as well. But, so Spencer, just here's a shout out to you. I know this week he played. He made the cut. Finished towards the end, but still made the cut. Cashed a check.
There you go. All
So
right.
that's our pro. We didn't know.
We didn't know. Now, I'm a little annoyed with a guy that I really like.
Uh-oh. Who?
It's Man Up.
Oh, yes.
Brant Snedeker. I mean, I love this
Snedeker
kid.
or Snedeker?
It's Snedeker, but they make fun of him in the commercial. Snedeker. I love this guy. I mean, I think he is adorable. I think he's a great family man.
I think you're being hard on him myself.
I am, but nobody really did anything bad this week, so I had to pick somebody. So, in case you didn't see, Brand hit this shot and it was headed towards the water, and instead it hits the rocks twice, and ends up 4 feet from the hole.
Now, what hole was it? I have it on.
I don't know what hole it
I'm
was
gonna look
exactly.
it up. You keep talking.
So he hits this, and he has a 4-foot putt for birdie, and he misses it after the save. I mean, this save. Go Google it. You will see it. It's been all over. It was the highlight of the whole entire tournament, and then they will not show him missing the putt. I can't find it, and then he misses the putt, and it's like, oh man, that's just like a hand slap to the forehead.
It was like I should have had a V8.
Exactly.
But this, that shot. Jamie sent it to me, and I'm looking at it, and I had to show everybody that I was around that day. Hits it. I mean, and these are like the rocks were like there's hundreds of them around the pond.
Yes.
It's not like, and so he had to hit it just perfect. So it hits the first one, bounces about 50 feet in the air, towards the going into the pond again. Hits on the other. I mean, not the complete other side, but hits on the other side. That bounces like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And lands on the green, rolls up there. The crowd's
Like
going
slowly
crazy.
rolls up,
Yeah.
like so nice, like he meant to do it. And he's just like takes off his hat, like, yep, thanks, I meant to do that.
I would have missed the putt too, then.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, these guys, I don't know. I think he should have made the putt. And after that save, that's when you're like, oh, the golf gods are with me.
True. I can't believe I can't find this now. You just sent it to me not too long ago. But if you
It was
Google
the
you'll
par
find it.
4 18.
There you go. All right. It
There
was
you
on
go.
the 18th hole.
So, it had a lot of people there, obviously, because it was the 18th hole. So
Yeah, and I did run across it on Twitter and Facebook several places. And so I'm sure if you haven't seen it, look it up because it is hysterical. And he's like waving his hat like he really did something good.
yeah, like he meant to do it.
Okay, the hat wave may have earned him the man
It
up.
did. That was really cool. But
I would have had to just die laughing. I mean, I would have been like, really?
it's like it looks like ping pong, like boink boink, and then it's like, oh, right by the hole.
Right
so,
by the hole.
all right, we need to go to our rankings.
Yes.
Rory still in first place.
I have a word. I can't say it.
Yep. Bubba third place.
Dropped a place. Come on, Bubba.
I mean, this isn't looking so good for you.
Yeah, but so for those of you who haven't been listening to our prior segments, Jamie and I each picked somebody that we thought would rank the highest by the end of the year.
Yeah, where it's only March. We've got a lot of golf to play.
And world rankings, that is. So she picked Rory, who's been in the number one spot forever. Bubba, I picked Bubba. He was in second place. Apparently now he's in third. Thanks, Bubba. Is something going on in his personal life? We need to check that out.
I know.
But anyway, he's in third. And then after a couple weeks, because these two guys were sort of in the same place, we wanted to make it interesting. So we looked down the list into who was in 11th through 20th place, and we picked two new people. So you want to give the update on those?
Ricky Fowler still in 11th place.
Really?
And Jimmy Walker is in 13th place.
He
so
dropped a spot too.
Shan's got 16 and I have 12.
Okay. That was a nice segment.
So
I love that one. In case you're wondering.
Here's good news. Patrick Reed's only 15th. On people I don't like.
Top 5. Jamie and I are just a little bit competitive, so the fact that I'm losing to her is not good. I'll just have to remind her that I did give her one of her first jobs ever, so she has to respect me no matter what.
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Let's not talk about how long.
15 years ago.
Thanks, Jamie.
That's how long we've known each other.
I know. She did do a good job. I will tell you that.
That's right.
All right. And last but not least, our Man Crush Monday.
Yes.
One of my favorites. Okay, so actually, have to tell this story. We're watching the tournament on Saturday, and I'm sitting there, and I see this swing, and I'm like, dang. And my husband goes, and he's looking at the swing, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, no. And he's like, really, Shan? And I was like, yes, I need Jamie and I are always looking for a Man Crush Monday. I could definitely crush on that. And so that guy, we were with a couple other friends, no other females, and they just gave me a hard time. And I'm like, who is it? So they kept telling me the wrong names. So I'm texting you like all these weird names, like Martin.
Like, go look up this guy, and I'm like thinking that guy doesn't even exist.
So finally, we got it. So our Man Crush Monday is Morgan Hoffman,
who was kicking butt also this week. So. He's got the chiseled jaw. We like the chiseled jaw.
6'1", 180 pounds. Born in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. Now,
that's where I'm from.
Oh, did not. Is that like truly your hometown or just a town over?
One town over.
Nice. And went to Oklahoma State University.
How old is this kid?
Turned pro in 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
I
born
could babysit him.
He was born in 89.
Okay.
Yeah. What year did you graduate?
I'm 10 years old today.
Yeah. But no, what a cutie patootie.
Oh, he is.
And really liked him. He played very well. And just looking at his season so far this year, he
did good in the Barclays last year too, because that was at one of our home courses at Ridgewood Country Club, which my aunt and uncle actually got married at, and he was doing very well, I believe, at that one too, because he was from there.
So far, he's played in 10 events. He had to withdraw for one. He's made 3 cuts. He's made $500,000 and is 79th on the FedEx Cup standings. So he's doing pretty well. I know, he's so cute.
He's got that smile. He's cute. We'll put up some pictures of him, ladies.
So Morgan Hoffman.
Ladies who listen.
Morgan Hoffman is at Morgan_Hoffman with 2 N's. At Morgan_Hoffman with 2 N's. Follow him on Twitter. He has 9,400 followers.
Oh.
So, anyway. that's our Man Crush Monday. So we'll be following him from now on to see how he does.
Yeah,
on the tour.
absolutely.
All right, Jamie, that's it for today. Should we do a shout out to Miss Gigi Noel who's running around?
I brought my dog here today. She's really cute, and she's just hanging out in the studio. Next time we'll show her.
Yeah, we'll put a picture up.
Yeah.
So we'll do a mascot. So we want to thank everyone for listening today. We'll see you next week. Right,
Yes, we
Jamie?
will.
All right. This edition of Golf Gossip has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting the Golf Director, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages, which are there are becoming more and more of them, where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and much more. Need help with your next golf vacation? Give us a call at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. If you tweet #JustCallDave, and we'll find you there. All of our TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand, so to catch up on a show you may have missed, including former golf gossips, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com. We're now available on over 1 billion devices at iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and on the Myrtle Beach Golf app. This is Shan Coughlin, and with my co-host,
Jamie Cotola.
and Mr. Jeff behind the glass, we thank you for tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.